In early June, I flew to South Africa to dive Sodwana Bay on the north coast of the country. Launching out of the surf, we headed north to find the reefs. The conditions failed to cooperate though, as a storm offshore kicked up large swell. Our first dive was a shallow dive, Wayne's World. Here we can see some of the most common species on the reef. The golden anthias, or sea goldie, and black and white chocolate dip. This is a unicorn fish, related to the triggerfish. Another species in this family is the Moorish idol. One of the best spots to find fish were coral heads or bommies, which attracted schools of grunter and snapper. One of my favorite sightings on this first dive was a blue-spotted stingray. There were also anemone fish, well known for being able to survive the toxic sting of the sea anemone. Early the next morning, we set out for a deep dive on Snapper Ledge. Unfortunately, at this depth and the sun angle, created poor light conditions for filming. Even at this depth, the effect of the storm could be seen as a strong swell kicked up sand. Under a ledge, I found my old nemesis, the moray eel. There were large schools of coachmen down here too. These are related to the Moorish idol. To end the day, we ended with a shallow dive at Wayne's World again. This reef is loaded with caves, nooks, and crannies. Here I found one of my favorite fish that I've seen so far, the bluefin trevally. There are also large schools of humpback snapper. This rather bizarre creature is the white-spotted pufferfish. Perhaps one of the most gaudily colored fish on the reef, the clown triggerfish is a popular species for the aquarium. put the icing on the cake, there was a brindle bass about the size of a person hiding under a cave. With time to spare in the afternoon, I went skin diving in the choppy inshore waters near the coast. This rocky, rough habitat has a whole different set of characters, such as blacktail sea bream, sergeant major damselfish, and stone bream. Many of the fish feed in extremely shallow water, riding the waves up to feed on algae and invertebrates. I also saw Indian goatfish rummaging in the sand for food. The next day, I headed out for another deep dive. Unfortunately, though, the conditions weren't cooperating, as there was an extremely strong swell, even at almost 100 feet down. Despite being known for pelagics, the only big fish I saw was this brief glimpse of an amberjack. Note here how I need my flashlight to see the red color of these soldierfish. At this depth, the water has absorbed almost all the red light from the surface, leaving only blues and greens. As air consumption and no stop limits left us with a very short dive time, I looked back on the reef as I ascended. I will always remember the amazing aquatic life of Sodwana Bay, and hopefully I will return one day.